I knew that it was going to take a work ethic in me that I've never seen before. So many people have never even seen their best selves. Some people haven't even tapped in that work ethic, that drive. If someone said, listen, if you don't work this hard, you'll never see your kids again. Come on, you haven't seen that. This is the Ask Chris Johnson Show. Let's get it. To the Ask Chris Johnson Show. We got a guest today.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Rico. He's the first one that I invited in the flesh. Rico, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Absolutely. Rico and I go back to, 14, 15 years old. I had a dance club. Rico had, rave clubs.
Yeah.
And he used to DJ, and then we connected.
I think we met at a Copy Max or a Kinko's or something like that.
Designing flyers.
Yes, designing flyers.
That's crazy. So this is great for some of these teen entrepreneurs. A lot of people ask me, like, when did you first start? So I started when I was 16 years old. I saw that, teenagers and high schoolers only had junior proms and senior balls to go to, and everything else was 21 and up. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to create teen dance clubs. So I had one in Sacramento all the way to Stockton. Yep. And then we connected at Kinko's.
That's exactly how we connected.
So, Rico, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. You're a real estate professional, making it happen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I actually manage a real estate company here in Sacramento. It's called Keller Williams Sac Metro. I'm the manager, the CEO of the company. We did $367 million in production last year.
Wow.
It's an awesome place to be. Sacramento is the place to be. And real estate in Sacramento is the fourth hottest real estate market. I'm doing what you're doing at a different level, and it's amazing. It's amazing to be blessed. And there's some stuff that I need to constantly be asking top producers and people that have done it at a different level, and that's why I'm here today. I want you to drop the knowledge. Man.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So here's the deal. I know there's a lot of people like me that are entrepreneurs that are like-minded, and there's a lot of people like you that are at a different part of their life, and they're at maybe at the seed stage, right? And there is not enough time for you to be a mentor to all of us. Mm-hmm. And so I remember when I asked you first to mentor me, the answer you gave was, I'm doing this show. I'm going to drop knowledge on the show. Check the show out, right? So then it started happening. Like, you were just like, you should be doing this, and that. Now you're doing Ask Chris.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's hit your questions. Look, check this out. He prepared. He got questions. So hopefully it blesses you too. So what we got?
Okay, so my initial question, and I think how I got on the show, how did you decide to burn your boat? And this is what I mean by this. So it's not burning a bridge, right? So I don't believe in burning bridges, right? But I do believe in having a plan A and no plan B.
I've lived my life that way. A lot of people would say, hey, have a plan B. I never have a plan B. It's plan A. And I'm going to tell you why. When you have a plan B, there's an element of doubt that A's not going to work.
Right.
You don't want any doubt in your life.
Period.
And people, you've seen on some past videos, I talk about fear and doubt. Listen, doubt is a killer, man. Doubt doesn't kick in your front door. That's what fear does. Man, it's not going to work. You think you're really going to make that success? You really think, the economy? You think you're going to get into real estate? Doubt, fear just kicks that door open. Doubt comes through the side window, and it says, Rico, you're not spending enough time with your family.
Yes.
Rico, that's too many agents. I mean, you're going to kind of lose control.
Right.
You know what? We're okay right now. Like, why even go harder? I don't know if we can really achieve that. I mean, it's already January. We only have this. See, doubt's reasonable. Doubt's reasonable, and it seems like it's your own thoughts. Then it starts to make you think of that plan B. So it's that real estate agent that has been wanting to sell homes, has the great personality, loves homes, loves the freedom, loves all that stuff. And she starts this journey, and she says, her plan B, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna go back to work for that night.
For the state or whatever.
Right?
Okay.
But just setting that mindset is a killer. What you're doing is you're basically cracking open your window so doubt can come in and wreck your whole house. And that house is your mindset. And where does doubt find room in a mind, in a house that is consumed by faith? If I said that this thing is going to work, it's going to work. Like, and that faith is like not just faith in myself, my faith in God that this thing's going to happen. It's got to work. And that faith of it got to work and that persistence led me here. And I'm still not even where I want to go.
Right.
So
2 questions to that one.
Yeah.
So the follow-up.
Are you guys getting something out of this?
Like the page. Share it.
I know I never say that. Like the page, share the page, tag someone. All right.
Yes.
What else you got?
How fast did you worry about actually making a profit? So for a brand new startup, a brand new person that's starting up, right? So how fast were you worried about actually making a profit? So first year, second year, how much money am I going to put into this? Am I going to start getting paid out of this business? When do I start getting paid? You see what I'm saying?
Immediately. When I started this, my mindset was, dude, I want to feed my family with this as fast as possible.
Okay.
So what I tell a lot of people that have startups, what you do is take your current income, okay? Take your current income. Let's say it's $80,000, right? And they have this idea to go ahead and start this business, okay? Their goal, number one goal is to build that business to exceed their past income. Guys, listen how simple that is. You're building a business to exceed that. People don't build businesses to make $80,000. Ever. You build businesses to make millions, right? You think big. So that's the first goal in the hurdle. So what I tell a lot of people is do that part-time. Get rid of leisure. Get rid of, hey, I gotta sacrifice my family time. I'm keeping my current job because, you know, a lot of people want to be secure. After 5 to 1 o'clock in the morning, you're building that company to make you exceed $80,000. Period. And so that's the focus. And so you want to do that fast as possible. The next thing is this. As people mature their business, sometimes just as entrepreneurs, you start to focus on that top line, right? And it's like, dang, we did this. And so when you're looking at that, a lot of times entrepreneurs don't focus on that bottom line. And one of my mentors said, listen, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. You want to focus on that profit, man, and that cash, and set your business up in the systems to build you cash. And so there was times in my business where I was looking at the vanity and I lost control of the wheel of like, man, we made all this. How much did we make? Right. And so that's super important. And I've learned from mistakes as far as that.
Okay. Family.
Yes.
And I'm a diehard believer that if your family is not with you, and this is your immediate family, your wife, your kids, if they're not with you, there's no way you're going to be successful.
Absolutely. No question.
How did you get your family's buy-in from day one? How did you get their buy-in, and how did you sell them the dream that they now have? I mean, you know, when you told Josiah that you were going to take him on the NBA court and using it, and he was going to meet Kobe, I mean, how did you get him to believe that and know that you were not going to be there for them? Because that's a true problem that people have.
No question. So I remember it vividly, and so this is very important for you guys that have ambition and goals, that want to try to balance. That does not work. I'm telling you right now, it does not work. I knew when I had this thing that I couldn't part-time this thing. I had to go all in. And so I knew that it was going to take a work ethic in me that I've never seen before. So many people have never even seen their best selves. Some people haven't even tapped in that work ethic, that drive. If someone said, listen, if you don't work this hard, you'll never see your kids again. Come on, you haven't seen that.
No.
I knew I had something. I had the faith I had something. And so I had a family meeting with my wife and kids. I'll never forget it. It was a family meeting. And I said, look, Daddy's going after blowing up this company. Joe, everybody knows my son Josiah, one of the top basketball players in the country, #1 point guard in his age group. And my life's joy is to coach him. There's hard to find anything that I love more than that. I gotta sacrifice coaching you. Chloe, I'm not gonna be able to go to your dance things. And it's because I gotta build this business. Now, here are my goals for us as a family. And I talked to him about my vision and my goal of what I wanted to do for them. And I said, what else do you guys want? So this picture that I painted of going on Disney cruises whenever we want, being able to put Chris through college, like all these things that I had that were in my championship, I said, okay, these are the things I want. What else am I missing? What do you want? Let's start with you, Chris. And Chris Jr. tells me, like, Dad, you know, it'd be awesome to have this. Okay, what about you, Joe? Chloe, what about you, Jay, baby girl?
Right.
And then, babe, what do you want? So I said, listen, when Daddy's gone, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm going after. So I'm not going to be able to do all these things. I'm going to sacrifice, but it's going to be worth it. Is everybody good?
Right.
And everybody said, absolutely. And so what happened, man, is I got the buy-in, and it was time to be gone to November. And I was grinding. There was nobody in the world outworking me. And then here's the key. I was intentional with the time that I did have with my family. So when I go to Chloe's recital, I sit in the front row. I have flowers on. There's no phone and me doing deals while I was 100% attention to her. And she comes on stage, Daddy, and I'm hugging her and giving her flowers, taking her on dates where we're holding hands, putting a napkin over her lap, and doing amazing things with her. Right. So she don't even remember the sacrifice. Okay, Joe, I wasn't able to coach him and all that stuff, but I still went to his big tournaments, you know, still cheering him on, still giving him access, you know, still doing those things.
Right.
And then that harvest started to come. And I'm going to tell you what happens when you make this sacrifice. You look back and you will see that you would make that sacrifice 1,000 times over. So many people, they have the input so they get half the harvest. What I'm going after is going to bless generations I don't know. Do you feel what I'm saying?
I feel exactly
so it's like, okay, is that sacrifice worth it? And then you check in with them. But the key is get that buy-in, and then when it's their time, you be intentional with that time to where it's not just, hey, I'm just laying on you while we're watching Nickelodeon. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Daddy's home at 6 o'clock, but I'm on the couch and you over here.
Right.
I'm just in the area. Do you feel what I'm saying?
I feel exactly
so it's like, okay, is that sacrifice worth it? And then you check in with them. But the key is get that buy-in, and then when it's their time, you be intentional with that time. With, hey, we're going to freaking Disneyland and we're doing it VIP.
Yeah.
Because Daddy worked hard and saved and blew this company up. And so now you get an experience that will blow your mind. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And it was, so they get to tie the connection with sacrifice and work ethic. This is what you can achieve. That's the key.
I love it. I love it.
Y'all get some out of this? I am.
Hey, listen, when you say that and I'm in the car or I'm like watching, I'm like, yeah, it's legit. I love this.
Thanks for watching the Ask Chris Johnson Show. If you want to be on the Ask Chris Johnson Show, go ahead and direct message me. Joel or I will get back to you as far as scheduling times. We'll see you on the next episode of the Ask Chris Johnson Show.